Malice by John Gwynne, read by Damian Lynch. For whence but from the author of all ill could spring so deep a malice? John Milton, Paradise Lost. Prologue. Evnis. The year 1122 of the Age of Exiles. Wolf Moon. Forest litter crunched under Evnis's feet, his breath misting as he whispered a curse. He swallowed, his mouth dry. He was scared, he had to admit, but who would not be? What he was doing this night would make him traitor to his king, and worse. He paused and looked back. Beyond the forest's edge, he could still see the stone circle. Behind it, the walls of Badon, his home, its outline silvered in the moonlight. It would be so easy to turn back, to go home and choose another path for his life. He felt a moment of vertigo, as if standing on the edge of a great chasm, and the world seemed to slow, waiting on the outcome of his decision. I have come this far, I will see it through. He looked up at the forest, a wall of impenetrable shadow. He pulled his cloak tighter and walked into the darkness. He followed the Giant's Way for a while, the stone-flagged road that connected the kingdoms of Arden and Narvan. It was long neglected. The giant clan that built it vanished over 1,000 years ago, great clumps of moss and mushroom growing between crumbling flagstone. Even in the darkness, he felt too vulnerable on this wide road, and soon slithered down its steep bank and slipped amongst the trees. Branches scratched overhead, wind hissing in the canopy above as he sweated his way up and down slope and dell. He knew where he was going, had walked the path many times before, though never at night. 19 summers old, yet he knew this part of the Darkwood as well as any woodsman twice his age. Soon he saw a flicker amongst the trees. Firelight. He crept closer, stopping before the light touched him, scared to leave the anonymity of the shadows. Turn around. Go home, a voice whispered in his head. You are nothing, will never equal your brother. His mother's words, cold and sharp as the day she had died. He ground his teeth and stepped into the firelight. An iron cauldron hung on a spit over a fire, water bubbling. Beside it, a figure, cloaked and hooded. Greetings, a female voice. She pushed the hood back, firelight making the silver in her hair glow copper. My lady, Evnis said to Rin, Queen of Cambran. Her beauty made him catch his breath. She smiled at him, wrinkles creasing around her eyes, and held out her hand. Evnis stepped forward hesitantly and kissed the ring on her finger, the stone cold on his lips. She smelled sweet, heady, like overripe fruit. It is not too late. You may still turn back, she said, tilting his head with a finger under his chin. They stood so close, he could feel her breath. Warm, laced with wine. He sucked in a breath. No, there is nothing for me if I turn back. This is my chance to... His brother's face filled his mind, smiling, controlling, ruling him. Then his mother, her lips twisted, judging, discounting. Matter. Gethin has arranged a marriage for me, to the daughter of the poorest baron in Arden, I think. Is she pretty? Rin said, still smiling but with an edge in her voice. I have only met her once. No, I cannot even remember what she looks like. He looked at the cauldron on its spit. I must do this. Please. And in return, what would you give me? The whole realm of Arden. I shall govern it and bow to you, my high queen. She smiled, teeth glinting. I like the sound of that. But there is more to this than Arden. So much more. This is about the God War. About Azroth, made flesh.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?